Hey ERBC family, what do you do when your world is falling apart? And where is God when all that's happening? Those are a couple of the questions we'll be looking at our worship services this weekend as we continue our Where is God series. When your world is falling apart, it's so easy to focus on the pain, the problems, the pressures. That's the natural response. But the biblical response is to turn your focus toward God, toward His power, toward His promises, and toward His provision. Even if you're mad at God, you need to remind yourself how much He loves you. Focus on His unconditional love. Remember, there's nothing you can do to make God stop loving you. You can complain, you can yell at Him, you can scream at Him, but He will still love you forever. You can see this in the life of the Old Testament prophet Jeremiah. In Lamentations 3, Jeremiah starts out focused on his pain. He writes, "The thought of my pain, my homelessness, is bitter poison. I think of it constantly, and my spirit is depressed." Jeremiah was consumed by the devastation around him. It was the only thing he could think about, and it made him bitter and depressed. If you want to change your life, you've got to change your thoughts. So that's what Jeremiah did. In the next few verses, we see Jeremiah flip a switch. Not a dimmer, but a switch. In the next few verses he writes, "Yet hope returns when I remember this one thing. The Lord's unfailing love and mercy still continue, fresh as the morning, as sure as the sunrise. The Lord is all I have, and so in Him I put my hope." Someone once said, "You don't know God is all you need until God is all you've got." But the fact is, that is all you need, because God will take care of you. We make foolish mistakes when we start doubting God's love. We start to think, I know better than God, and I'm going to start choosing to do things my way rather than following God's way. Or we think God is a cosmic killjoy who's just looking for ways to make our lives miserable. We need to change our thinking. We need to remember, as Jeremiah did, the Lord is merciful and will not reject us forever. He may bring us sorrow, but His love for us is sure and strong. He takes no pain in causing us grief. God loves you. He's not the strict parent that you couldn't please. He's not the cruel judge waiting for you to step out of line so that He can punish you. He's God the eternal, all-knowing, infallible God who created you to love you and will never leave you. So when you feel like you've lost everything, stop focusing on what's lost and start focusing on what's left. Focus on God and His love for you. That's one of the things we'll be looking at in our worship services this weekend. I hope to see you there.